Hey kids, my name is Danny the Clown. Would you like a balloon? Okay. Sorry about that, all that. Hey guys, what's up? It's 1934-35 here, and well, happy Labor Day. I don't know why, I don't really know the meaning of Labor Day. But anyway guys, I am officially back with another, actually no, we're back with part 3 of reading my scary story that I've been writing for about like 2 weeks now. This story is called Locked Doors. Here, I'll give you a quick description. There's this kid named Ethan, and he moves into a town in Red Wing, Minnesota. And he has a friend named Simon. And Ethan starts to... So in the town, there has been a series of abductions from a kidnapper nicknamed the Red Wing Clown. And kids are making up rumors that the Red Wing Clown is just some guy named Mr. Dennis. Ethan doesn't think that's really possible, but what really is possible is that Mr. Dennis is a real person and he lives right across the street from Ethan. One night, when it's like around like 3:30 in the morning, he wakes up to screaming, looks out the window, sees Mr. Dennis recapturing a little kid and taking him back inside. After this happens, he immediately tells his parents, but of course, like the typical horror movie parents, they don't believe him. And so the only thing that we know right now is that he tells his friend Simon. They meet up the same night. Ethan tells him. Simon doesn't believe him at first until Mr. Dennis comes out of his driveway with a van, goes down the road, tells a little girl, "Hey, would you like a balloon?" and literally abducts her right in front of her, right in front of the kids. So, sorry, I'm looking for the right pages. Okay, sorry, I got the right pages. So right now, this is where he left off. The boys were terrified, and Ethan's like, "I told you." And Simon's like, "I cannot believe it. He's your neighbor?" And Ethan's like, "Yeah." Alright guys, here we go. This is right after the abduction. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here we go. "And he's your neighbor?" Simon resumed. "Yeah. Insane," said Ethan. The boys looked down the road. The van was now in Mr. Dennis's driveway. The sound of a door closing alerted the boys that Mr. Dennis was already inside his house with Dina. "We have to tell our parents," Simon said. I already tried to tell my parents about yesterday with the boy who was recaptured, but they didn't believe me, and I bet your parents won't believe you either. So the only option is that we have to tell the police," said Ethan. "But not right now. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Meet me downtown on your bike." It's just my dog's eating. Oh, sorry, I'm looking. "Meet me downtown on your bike," said Ethan. "Okay. Let's put Mr. Dennis behind bars," said Simon. "Alright, see you tomorrow," said Ethan. Simon starts to run down the sidewalk towards his house. Ethan was left by himself in the dark, scary, and cold night. Ethan couldn't believe he saw a kidnapping with his own eyes. But tomorrow, him and Simon will report him to the police. Poor Dina, Ethan said to himself. Dina was probably already trapped in the basement, crying and screaming for help. Ethan had to rush home to his parents. Ethan had to rush home before his parents would worry. Ethan starts to walk home. "Hope we catch this guy," Ethan said to himself. Alright, this is the next day. Here we go. September 15th, Sunday, 2:32 p.m. Watching cars go from different streets and people walking down sidewalks, Ethan was now in downtown waiting for Simon in the park. After drinking a Coke, he threw it into a nearby trash can. It made it in. "Let's go," Ethan said. He remembered the kind lady cashier at the grab and go where Ethan bought the Coke. Have a nice rest of your day," said the cashier. "Thanks, you too," said Ethan. The grab and go was a place that Simon and Ethan liked to go whenever they meet up. But this time, they were meeting up in the park to turn Mr. Dennis in. So thanks, you too, said Ethan, before walking out the door. "Ethan, hey Ethan, I'm here," said Simon. Ethan turns and sees Simon on his bike. "Oh, hey Simon, ready to do this?" said Ethan. "I was born ready," said Simon. "All right, let's go report Mr. Dennis," said Ethan. Ethan then gets on his bike, and then the boys leave the park on their bikes, dodging people on the sidewalk. They start dodging people on the sidewalk. The police department was only 2 blocks away. First, they had to pass the hardware store. They turned the corner 1 block away. They almost hit a lady on the sidewalk. "Hey, watch it," said the lady. "Sorry," said Ethan. They were getting close to the police station until Simon stopped and said, "Ethan, look. Ethan, stop. Look." Ethan turns around and sees Simon pointing across the street. Ethan looks and sees, "No way," Ethan said. Across the street was a man with bags in both hands coming out of the hardware store. It was Mr. Dennis. In the bags were axes and pickaxes. Ethan and Simon looked at each other. Were those for... Ethan tried to speak to Simon until... "Hello, Ethan and Simon," said a voice across the street. The boys looked across the street and see Mr. Dennis waving towards them. "Good afternoon, Mr. Dennis," the boys said. The boys looked left and right before crossing the street. They managed to get to the other side. "Hi, boys, where you going?" said Mr. Dennis. We're going to the ice cream shop," said Ethan. Yeah," said Simon. "Oh, that sounds fun," said Mr. Dennis. What's the axes for?" said Simon. "Oh, they're for gardening," said Mr. Dennis. "Oh, okay. Anyway, we have to get going now," said Simon. "Oh, okay. Have a nice day," said Mr. Dennis. "Yeah, you too," said Ethan. Mr. Dennis begins to walk down the sidewalk to his van until Ethan decides to ask, "Hey, Mr. Dennis, can I ask you something?" Mr. Dennis turns around and smiles. "Who do you think is the Red Wing Clown?" Mr. Dennis's smile quickly fades. I don't know. But I know he's still out there," said Mr. Dennis. "Yeah," said Ethan. "Anyway, I have to go. Bye," said Mr. Dennis. "Okay, bye," said Ethan. Mr. Dennis turns back around and starts walking away. And that's where I'll stop for part 3. That chapter was by far my favorite one. This one was about the boys going to the police department. They don't get there, but they see Mr. Dennis at the hardware store buying axes. We already know what axes are for. They're used for chopping up wood, and you already know the other option. But actually, I think they're for something else too. I don't remember. Oh, sorry, my brother came downstairs. But the boys try to go to the police department. They see Mr. Dennis. They say hi, and Ethan asks Mr. Dennis, "Do you know who the Red Wing Clown is?" And Mr. Dennis's personality immediately changes. Like, I have no idea, but I know he's still out there. And he continues walking down the sidewalk. Like, dude almost admitted it. Like, bro, he's acting suspicious. It has to be him. But anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Part 4 will come out when I feel like I'm done writing. Chapter, I don't know, I forgot what chapter on, chapter 4, I don't know. But guys, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.